Hey guys, it's Jake. Yep, just Jake. And I just got back from TFCon Chicago. Now, I'm going to address the elephant in the room. Yes, I have a funky looking goatee. I promise you it's not gonna last long. I literally just did this to prep for my Halloween costume. So if you can guess who I am in the comments, I'll send you a cookie. Not actually though. For legal reasons, not actually, because yeah, that's not making to you in a safe way. So it's just best for both of us if we, you know, no, that's a joke. Anyway, I'm gonna give you guys an overview and then I'll show off what I actually got at the convention. So I actually was gonna try and grab more footage than what I did. TFCon Chicago was packed and we even had the early pass and it was poppin'. So I felt a little uncomfortable grabbing footage because I spent more of my time trying to make sure I wasn't bumping into people with my bags or, you know, just making space for people who are trying to move and get through. Arrived at the convention on Friday. We were a little bit late for the YouTuber panel. We didn't feel like walking in late. I don't even know if you could walk in late, but we ended up missing that. Would have been nice to have been able to have caught that, but can't always make everything. So we pretty much from there just waited for the room sales to hit on Friday. So if you don't know what room sales are, basically if you have figures to sell, but you aren't a vendor on the official vending room floor, or you couldn't get a spot on the vending room floor, you open up your hotel room during the convention or after the hours of the convention for people to come in and purchase whatever items you brought. So me and my buddy thought we would hit that up on a Friday night because first time we went to TFCon, we didn't even know about it. A new thing to add to our experience of the con-going venture as a whole, we'll say. So the hotel itself was jam-packed full of people. Like, I mean, holy cow. There were a lot of people in the lobby, and heaven forbid you needed or wanted to take an elevator, you were waiting like 10, 15 plus minutes, which, I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot of time, but when you think of it in the scale of like, this isn't a theme park ride, it's just, you know, to get to your room or to someone else's room, it's a lot of time. Me and my buddy ended up taking the stairs, so we walked the 14 flights of stairs I think probably about twice in total. So we definitely got our workout in. Now on Friday, I didn't want to spend too much money on purchasing anything because, you know, I didn't know what was in store for us on Saturday. And there's always that allure of, well, I spent my money Friday and now I missed out on this cool thing on Saturday. So I tried to keep what I bought limited. So I made some quick decisions that probably shouldn't have been made, or at least I should have taken a little bit more time to really pay attention and think those through. That's on me, that's my bad. Towards the end of us doing the room sales, I happened to bump into some of the other Transformer YouTubers. This was pretty cool. These were people that I've been watching their videos and enjoying their content. I didn't want to just walk up and be like, oh, hey, what's up? I love your stuff. Try to be conscious of the fact that that's what everybody's going to be doing, right? I don't want to be that person that's just jumping over top of them because they're there to have a good time too. However, that was not the case. They were all very, very, very wonderful people to talk to. I really enjoyed that I got the chance to chat with them. It's nice to reach out and get to talk to more people that are into the hobby like I am. So who I got to meet on Friday, I see who else but Dumb Jake, JCC, and Bots Obsession. So I waited for an opportunity where they weren't talking or they weren't necessarily looking for items within the room. I happened to see on Twitter the day before that Dumb Jake had posted that he was looking at getting himself the animated Nemesis Optimus Prime. I just so happened to still have that figure. I was going to get rid of it. However, I felt like it was a nicer thing to pass it off to somebody who was looking for it. I didn't need it. So he had just posted, it had been his birthday. I think literally the day before TFCon had started. I thought, you know, I might as well pass it on to someone who's actually gonna enjoy it. Getting to stand and talk to Dumb Jake in the hallway of a hotel in Chicago, something I didn't necessarily think was gonna happen during my trip, but it was a very welcome experience nonetheless. we kind of just stood and talked about anime instead of Transformers, which is funny because I'm not a huge anime fan. We talked about, oh, he taught me how to say it, so Jake, forgive me. We talked about tokusatsu, I think is how it was pronounced. Oh, that's gonna be bad. And I know that the people who are into it, forgive me, I promise you, I'm a newbie to it. What's something that you're looking for today?
I really want the Transmetal 2 Megatron. That is a third party that's like 2 feet tall.
Is it actually 2 feet tall?
It's pretty tall. The best part is it comes with a rubber ducky and a toothbrush and skates.
Can I just say you look immaculate in this light? Dude, so do you, bro. The lighting in here is kind of crazy.
I'm looking for my ex-wife today.
My wife's gonna divorce me if I had one.
I'm not even married yet.
The only one that here is this guy. Saturday, the day the vendor room opened. And this was the moment I realized, oh crap, I am probably not going to be filming as much as I wanted to, just because there was limited room, and I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty focused on trying to complete the set of what I was looking for. So we spent about 3 or 4 hours just running around from side to side of the dealer room, and boy, did I pick up a lot of stuff. I stood and talked to Jake, just this time more about Transformers and the different things that we were buying at the convention. I got to see some of the stuff that JCC bought.
I'm here with JCC. Come Jake, dude, what?
What's up?
Dude, Chicago can't handle this.
Yeah, we in Chicago. We're invading just like Sentinel Prime.
Oh.
Yeah, you better watch out. No way.
All right, guys, without further ado, here is my haul from TFCon. So on Friday night, I picked up a Bumblebee and an ape face. Now, I picked up this Bumblebee by accident, thinking it was Select's hubcap, and for the price and the amount of people in the room, I quickly bought it and then realized my mistake as soon as I left the door. And same with this ape face, same room. I thought it was complete. I was trying to get in and out as quick as possible. He's not. He's missing his blaster. Gotta watch what I say for YouTube, you know. So while I might not keep these figures, these are technically the first 2 that I bought of the whole convention. Now to make up for that, I ended up getting the real Selects hubcap and then a really good deal on Snapdragon. So I couldn't be too mad on Friday because I got the figure I was really looking for instead of the Bumblebee, and then a good deal on a complete Snapdragon. I'm actually a G1er at heart. So if you notice, a lot of these figures are later G1 characters, or at least the modern versions of them. That is because I'm trying to complete the set. You know, it's a rabbit hole that I have been venturing down for the last couple of years. So I definitely spent this con focused on back cataloging all of those figures. All right, let's jump to Saturday. Let's start with my least favorite pickup of the weekend. That would be Double Dealer. Now, I'm sorry if you like this figure or if he's somehow your favorite figure. He is not mine. He is probably my least favorite pickup, my least favorite figure out of the whole thing. I don't know, both of his modes are kind of meh, and I don't know, he doesn't wow me. So, but he's a name off the list, so I had to pick him up. Out of the corner of my eye at one of the booths, I happened to spot a mint on card Thunderwing. Now, I've obviously removed him from said card because I want to display him on my collection shelf, but he's probably my favorite modern update of Thunderwing, which is crazy because this figure's 15 years old. But I think they did it was a Combiner Wars or whatever version of him. I'm not a fan of it, so this is the next best thing I could put on my shelf, and I am, you know, I've been enjoying messing around with this figure. I definitely forgot how powerful the old springs are on the rocket launchers. Man, those things shoot. If he manages to launch one of those off the shelf, I might never see it again. Again, just another guy that I needed to pick up, as I believe they're reissuing the third member of the team. I have Horrible, so I had to pick up my boy Squeeze Play. And again, he's a fun figure. He's goofy and he doesn't really turn into anything, but the color scheme and, you know, he's just a fun mess around figure. Overall, he's just a fun mess around figure. So would I say he's good? No. I still love him. I still like him though. I still enjoy him. To make up for my blunder on Friday night, I ended up picking up a complete 8-face. He was a little bit more pricey, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do to complete the collection. So like I said, I will probably be selling off the first 8-face that I picked up, but don't worry, I know you weren't because it's just my wallet, my collection, but I did in fact pick up a complete 8-face. All right, now these next set of guys I picked up because I pre-ordered the Tetrajet version of Skywarp. And what is Skywarp without the other boys? We gotta get the boys back together, man. So we got Thundercracker and we've got Starscream. Now Starscream was the first one that I handled. I have never handled the Tetrajet mold before. And at first, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't understand the hype. The QC on this Starscream's horrible, so I was rather disappointed. Once I picked up and messed with these guys, the Rainmakers, I can see where the hype is at. This is actually a pretty awesome mold, if the QC is good at least. And you know, while they're not technically figures that ever came out in G1, I still had to grab them because they're shown in the original cartoon. Plus, if I'm getting the other Tetrajet Seekers, why not pick up the Rainmakers? They're fun, goofy, Crayola looking colors. Again, to help complete my late G1 modern update of G1 characters, Trigger Happy and Misfire, I was able to pick up them, and then the booth towards the end of the con, when I was walking out, had their Target Masters mint on cards. So that was awesome. I picked them up. I definitely paid quite a bit for Misfire, but you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do to complete the collection, man. So yeah, Misfire, I love the colors on, and Trigger Happy's silhouette is just badass. I don't know. He gives me Armada-esque figure vibes, and I'm here for that. Speaking of Armada vibes, I have a Demolisher and Cyclonus. Man, these were two figures I wanted as a kid. I've got them now. Cyclonus is complete with his Minicon. Demolisher is not. His is missing the radar dish. It's not that big of a deal to me. Actually, while talking with Dumb Jake, I was showing him what I got, and man, he lit up when I mentioned that I grabbed the Armada figures. I know he's an Armada fan. He loves the Minicons. Shoot. I do too. This might be a horrible rabbit hole that I have started. Aiding in that rabbit hole, I picked up a complete Cybertron Hotshot. Now this was my favorite figure growing up as a kid. It got broken. One of my friends accidentally knocked it off of a shelf as a child, and he rolled off and shattered his gun into the top port of the car mode. So it's nice to have a complete one. I have the Cyber Key with him. It's just up on the shelf. But yeah, dude. It's nice. It's so nice to complete these childhood figures, especially for the prices they were. I was pleasantly surprised with the prices on these. I normally expect cons to have a slight higher cost than, you know, buying on eBay, but no, I grabbed pretty much good deals all weekend. Back to some modern takes on G1 characters, flywheels and then pipes. I wasn't super excited about picking up pipes, but for the price and then actually messing around with the figure, he's a fun guy. I definitely slept on him. And with the rest of the 86 mini bots coming out, it's a treat. You know, I not only am I one step closer to completing all of the modern updates of G1, but forcing myself to do that, I'm picking up figures that I never thought I would have actually enjoyed. So it's a win-lose, win-win, win-lose. Loss for my wallet, win for me and my happiness. Then for my Beast Wars shelf, I was able to pick up a complete Rhinox. Now, I am not 100% sure which version this is. My Beast Wars action figure knowledge is pretty limited. I don't think this is the original one, but it'll do for my shelf. Nonetheless, it'll fit perfectly up on that shelf. So I'm excited to get closer to wrapping up the set that I'm looking for my Beast Wars collection. All right, 2 more figures I picked up. Energon Ironhide, and what is Energon Ironhide without Scorponok? Now, I had Ironhide as a kid. Again, lost his parts to time. For 20 bucks, I could not pass up this figure. Matter of fact, me and my buddy Gavin double checked and re-asked the lady, you know, like, what's the price on this guy? And it was not even like a second thought. 20 bucks, I picked him up. I'm pretty sure that like that's gotta be pretty close to comparable to what he cost when he originally came out. So, instant snag. And then Energon Scorponok. Now this was a figure I wanted as a kid and I never saw him in stores. I saw a later version for Cybertron, but it was not Energon Scorponok. So I finally got him, and he just might be my favorite pickup of the weekend. I have been messing with him since I bought him. He is everything that I wanted. Like, he was not overhyped in my head at all. I have just been in awe of this figure. It hit me right in the childhood. I don't know, that sounds horrible. Don't repeat that to people. He hit on all of the right spots on childhood nostalgia, and he might be my favorite pickup of the weekend, which you'll see, you might call blasphemous here, but I did not get a new Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime. I did, however, get a new head for him. My buddy Gavin picked up a KO version, and he did not need or want the movie head, and so I threw it on my Optimus Prime, you know, so thanks to Gavin for giving me the head of the figure, and it is beautiful. Like, that really makes him stand out. The original head is fine, but this one, to me, it just hits the spot. It's just that little extra bit better. So awesome. All right, getting close to the end here. I picked up from my buddy Calzone Collects what I would consider the last of what I needed for my Magic Square collection. Magic Square is a third-party Transformers company, and they do Legend Scales figures at a Masterpiece-esque style. So I picked up Ratchet, Jazz, Skywarp, Starscream, Thundercracker, and then Bumblebee. Because I already had Soundwave, Megatron, Optimus, and Ironhide, he hooked me up with the cassettes for Soundwave. Now, these might be not picking up on the camera because these things are tiny. And if they fall off my shelf, I'm screwed, because if a piece falls off, I'm never finding it. Oh God. We're good. It was still intact. But yeah, as I was saying, if a piece falls off, dude, I'm screwed. Those things are tiny. They are Masterpiece-esque, but tiny. All right, I think it's time to show off the 2 big purchases of the TFCon. This first one being literally big, with Titan Omega Supreme. Now, this guy, I have pretty much all of the other Titans except for Metroplex and Cybertron Metroplex. I would like the original Metroplex. The Cybertron one I could live without, but to have a G1 representation of Omega Supreme is freaking awesome. I haven't even transformed him yet. I just have been in awe of the figure as a whole, and I'm excited to dig into him. But yeah, Titan Omega Supreme, boom. I missed out on this guy back in 2022 at TFCon Chicago, and I made sure I didn't on this one. So yeah. Now he's missing the instructions, but that was an extra $100, and I can go with saving an extra $100 on a piece of paper. It's not about the paper, right? It's about the figure inside. So here he is, a complete G1 Star Saber. And man, oh man, if you've seen some of my shorts, you know that this color scheme just does it for me. And I would say he's in pretty good condition. There's like a scratch here, a little bit of chrome wear. This is a second version body with a first version box. The way I can tell it's a second version body is the chrome here is actual chrome and not a sticker. The sword has some chrome wear. I have already ordered a Toy Hacks label set for this guy. It might be a Transformer sin because I'm taking off some of the original stickers and replacing them with new ones that aren't authentic, but in the condition he's in, I feel like he just deserves them. Like, he will shine so well. I might even pick up a reproduction chrome sword so he can have a beautiful chrome sword, and then I'll put this one back in the box for eternity to never be lost. But yeah, G1 Star Saber, dude. Holy crap. All right, well, now you understand why you might think it's crazy that I said that the Energon Scorponok was probably my favorite of favorite figures that I picked up at TFCon. Well, that's everything that I picked up at TFCon Chicago 2025. To all the wonderful people that I met, to all of the con goers, YouTubers, it was a pleasure to meet you. You know, thank you so much for your time, to JCC, to Bots Obsession, Treebot, to Dumb Jake. Again, what a wonderful pleasure it was to meet you guys. Thank you to everyone who's been watching. You guys have been amazing as well. I didn't expect to hit 500 subscribers by this point, but we did. So I'm gonna set a new goal, 750 by December. You guys seem to be carrying it, so, you know, if we keep it up at the rate it's been at, I believe that we could get there. So if you please do all the YouTube stuff of subscribing, liking, and then if you were at TFCon Chicago, comment the figures that you picked up. I'd love to see what you guys got as well. If you weren't at TFCon, you know, let me know what figures you've picked up recently anyway. So I've got to make a trip to the hospital. My wallet is on life support, so I'll catch you guys next time. This has been me, this has been Just Jake, and peace.
Literally set up and they would just sit. They would not.
Do whatever you want with them. I'm telling you how they are after just having it watched you break your Transmetal Megatron.
That's because it was shitty.
And your wife yelling at you on the phone.
Are they separate prices? Or are they?
I'm talking the set. The Bruticus set. That's the price I wrote down on my phone.
Would that be the same for the Superion though?
No.
More or less.
I would say more for him.
More for Superion or Bruticus?
Bruticus.
Okay.
Who do you think I'm pointing at? Bruticus.
Zapile.
More for Bruticus, I would value more than Superion. Absolutely.
Bruticus. 200.
You give me $200 for the Bruticus?
$200.
I was going to say 140.
Well, shit, I was going to say 100, and I was like, he's going to be like, let's go back up.
I was going to say 140 and then like maybe like 115 for Superion.
So that's 235.
Because like they're basically brand new, so